Hey, love bugs. I'm back at you one more again. Having a chat is random tonight. Ain't really no specific things. I'm gonna probably do this for like 30, 45 minutes. Ain't nobody in yet, and that is quite fine. I know it's been very intense today. It's probably because it's Friday or whatever, and all these different changes is coming in. But just being on the powerful alignment, just to be able to raise our frequencies up. There's so many different things that we're going through. There's so many different stages of just emotional clearing that's taking place. And that mess is just like not, it is not no easy task to sit up here and go through. So it is just like we're being able to see things from a different point of view. If you've been leveling up into your next vibration, that mess is just like not easy at all to be able to deal with. Because hey, Jennifer, you got it's like, hey, you got my day off. I'm so glad, girl. You be so busy every time. It's like I'm on my break, but hey, I appreciate you coming through. But yeah, I'm not having no, usually I'll be having like different topics I'm talking about, but it's just being random. We're all going through different things where we're doing emotional clearing, and we're going through ascension, different symptoms that we're going through. You probably have fatigue, like right now I said, I didn't think I was gonna be able to come through, because it's like I did like 4 videos, and they're all like 30, 45 minutes a piece. So I was just like, man, I'm tired. But I said I was gonna come in, so I already put it out there and say, hey, I'm coming in for 7:45. So I'll probably do it for like 30, 45 minutes, to come in, but if more people come in or whatever and they start being chatty, I'll go ahead and stay in at least probably most like I'm gonna try my best to be in here for an hour. But just being able to put my input in. So how you been, Jennifer? You been doing good? Have you been having to isolate yourself, or you've been going through different ups and downs or whatever, if you prefer to share? I know how sometimes we don't really like sharing too much out in the open like that, but going through so many different things, it's like your emotions going all over the place. You can be having an attitude and just be ready to just pop off on the first person that just, you just really don't care for in the first place. Or you can allow yourself to really just see everything as, a lesson learned. This is something I had to go through. It may not have been something easy that I had to face, but this is something I really allowed myself to clear. Yeah, trauma is pointing out. Yes, girl. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Yeah. It's doing a lot, because it's just like everybody's, you either flowing, trying to allow yourself to heal, but then you have to also expect at the same time, it's not going to be something that's easy, especially if you're a person that went through a lot of triggering events, that led you on your path. And that's not really something easy to be able to want to face, because it's like, when you have to be able to heal like that, you're facing a lot of things that's going to bring up a lot of emotions, and the universe wants us to be able to face them. Yeah, it's going to be something that is going to probably take you on an emotional roller coaster ride. And it's going to be some different things. It's going to have you, probably going to take you right back to that sequence, and they're telling you just to observe, what do these things taught you? Can you allow yourself to heal from it? Because there's so many different better things that is going to take its place. Can you allow yourself to grow? It's like, hey, girl, you always talking about spot on. Hey, Annie. It's like Thanksgiving, and Annie, Jennifer's Annie said, hi, Jennifer. Yeah, going through all those different things, you're facing it, but it's like you're a strong person. And a lot of times we go through so many rapid events at one time, like an avalanche. It's really hard for you to be able to say, I'm strong, I'm this and I'm that, because it can hit you, and it can bring up all emotions, be making you want to just go back to it. And it's not, it's really not easy to be able to go through. You probably having issues sleeping, you can get excited 1 minute, and then next thing you know, it's just went out the door. Or, you're allowing yourself to be, I want to conquer this, I want to conquer that. And then the next day you right back in, I don't want to do nothing. I want to lay in the bed. I don't want to be talking to people. Or then you want to be, with friends or people that you really miss, and then you don't want to be bothered again. So it's gonna have you like, like a rotating door. Yeah, you be acting like crazy. It's like I'm oversharing, and then I don't want to tell nobody nothing. I'm emotional, but then I'm stern. It's like, God dog, I'm confused. Just straight confused. So you going through it. So yeah, because it was just like today, it was really good. I did a few videos today, but I guess it was just like so much energy I was pushing through, and also I'm still a little drained from that because I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. But then it's just like, we had so much fun last week. Jennifer, you just popped out and I didn't even know your butt left either. Usually like, hey, Roz, I got to go back to work, but at least you off tonight, though. That's a good thing. You got a Friday off. But yeah, and it's just like this temperature. Like usually it does not get this cold. Yeah, roller coaster. And it's just like you can't get off. You be ready to just get sick or just fall out. Make me think about Final Destination. And that's what it feel like. Like you went straight through a loop and God wanted to be funny and leave you upside down hanging for a few minutes. Like, wait a minute, did you learn? Yes, I'm feeling lightheaded. It'd be some mess like that. So it's just like, even, if you've been having headaches, your eyesight's been changing, you're dealing with different stuff like that. Your heart chakra has been opening up. I know I watched this movie yesterday called Is Heaven for Real? And when I say that movie had me all over the place, but it wasn't a good thing, but it was like sad. And it's just like when your heart chakra is open, you start feeling every energy that's coming towards you in a loving way. It's like you want to nurture everybody, like you're everybody's mom, like, the little old lady. No, I don't even want to say that. That's a disturbing backstory on that daggone lullaby. I almost forgot about it. How's your girl? It's cold. I went outside and was all confused. I'm like, who pissed Mother Nature off around this time of year? Because we live in Georgia, and since I've been here since 2010, it only probably snowed 5 times. And I used to live in the Midwest where it was a freaking blizzard. And they would still try to make us go to school back then. Here, if it's a little sleet to come down, they shut down everything. I was like, shoot, you could have made it in the Midwest because you would have had a whole culture shock. But yeah, it's like, let me see. I think it's like 20-something degrees here. It'll never be that cold here. It'll be like 43. Yeah, it's like God's still shaking him. He cold here. Yeah, girl. It was like, I'm trying to, let me see. It's 42 degrees, but it feel like it's like 12. I don't like that because I mean, it had me shook. It's like, it's here too. Yeah, aren't you in Canada? You're in Canada. And don't say sorry because you were talking so much last week. That is what chat is for. I don't want to be sitting up here talking to myself. I'm like, shoot, I can do that without y'all being on here. But yeah, yeah, I enjoyed y'all last week. What was it? Last few days ago. It was very good. We had a very good chat. And I burnt my little homemade incense. That man's about to choke me. But yeah, but it was very good. And just being able to let out all the stuff that we're going through. You're going through different changes. You might have even memories there's I've been getting. I don't know if y'all been getting them. It could be stuff like from 15 years ago is popping up, and I'm like, why am I thinking about that? I don't, and it's just like, why is this popping up? But then it was just like, there's a lot of different things that's being released that you didn't know it was stored, and it's like a data memory. I don't know if it's like yeah, it's like, here is Hartford. Oh Lord. It's at Quebec now. I'm good. I ain't lost nothing over in Canada. Y'all keep that Ottawa, whatever that is. That's like Native American country over there. Excuse me, y'all. But yeah, it's like going through all that. But yeah, it's just like different memories are starting to come up. And you're trying to go through a clearing of that. And it can may even make you just want to be frustrated. And all that different stuff that you really don't want to, be active with a lot of different people. I don't know if y'all been I know with me, I haven't really been getting on social media since the last time, I was doing videos. I had to get away from it. And they said that's best bet to do, especially when you're going through a purge. You don't want to be collecting all of everybody else's energy because it seems very heavy on social media right now. So it's just like, I just watch my YouTube. I'm not getting up on no IG. I'm not getting on no Facebook because there's so many daggone depressive people out there. I'm like, I can't deal with it. I got my own stuff I'm going through. I'm not gonna be able to do it. But yeah, so I had nightmare. Mine is just really crazy. It's like I can't remember it, but it'd be some crazy stuff like I can be walking in the middle of the night and we're over here by amusement park, and next thing you know, I see Freddy Krueger on a tricycle. It'll be some stupid stuff like that. Cause I'm like, what is this? What's going on? Or I wake myself up out and I'm like, I don't want to. No, it'll be something like that. I remember I had one night. I mean, it felt like it was, I'm not trying to be mean, but it felt like a nightmare because I had Khloe Kardashian waking me up like, good morning, sunshine. And girl, I had to jump up. Hold up. I'm like, why are you in my room? And it was crazy. I have dreams just like that, or, working at Wendy's with Ariana Grande. I mean, it'll be some crazy stuff. Like, I don't know what's going on. But it's just like we're doing really emotional clearing. Then you have these hot and cold chills. Like you're really going through, like, you're not just going through ascension symptoms, but you're actually having psychic and spiritual transference at the same time. So it's just like whatever your gifts are that you have is being like heightened. It's like, I can't stand nothing. It's like, LOL, my kids make me nuts too. It's like yesterday, it woke me up kicking in the door. Oh, Lord Jesus. What they did or you did? You woke up kicking or they were kicking you? Is that what you were talking about? Are they out of school right now? Yeah, it's like I had an adventure where it's like when I almost got, oh, Lord. That's not bad. That's actually something good. That is actually something good. But mine it hasn't been like nightmares. Like I see stuff and I'm waking up like, that was very weird. It was like very weird. And it's weird, but it's okay. But it's not that bad. Or, we're up in the forest, like, oh my God, it would be something very beautiful. Next thing you know, a Komodo dragon will start walking past. I'm like, oh my God. It'd be something like, it's not like that, but it'll be an example of that. Like it's very crazy. So, it'll be all these different things. Or if you, you've been having memories of people that you really care about that has passed, you'll probably start hearing them speak to you a lot. And they're helping you through because it's just like whatever this big shift is, they're helping you push you through. Like they're your anchor and they're trying to keep you, okay. They're trying to keep you afloat. So it's just like they know whatever this is, it's not easy because it's like you're not just dealing with what you're dealing with now, but it's like all that, all your past lives are starting to combine into one. So it's like all that energy is coming in together. And with all of that coming in together, it's like intense for everything. Everything is heightened with you. So it's just like a lot of, oh gosh, I'll never, that mess is kind of strong. Jesus. Sorry about that, y'all. But, yeah, it's just like different, different things is just like popping off, but it's just like, it's something that needs to happen. And when after it happens, from what universe is showing me, it's just going to be a smooth ride after that, because it's just like, they want you to push through. It's like, it's nice, Jennifer. I woke thinking someone was in my room. So he's like, that's my fan. Oh, okay. So I made a decision, today. I'm going to stop giving so much to everyone else again. Girl, that's what I mean. You have to be selfish like that sometimes. That's what, and it's not something bad to do, but that's what we're known for doing. A lot of times either we push people away or we give too much, or we're always showing people, that we're not our own first priority. We're always putting that back. It's the only time I felt like, I didn't really mind that is when I was with my daughters when they were young. Other than that, I'm like, people are like, oh, you left me, oh, you did this. And I'm just like, look, if something's telling me to move, I only can go by what universe is telling me, my gut is telling me. And that's not something I want to do, but I'm not going to I learned the hard way Do not be hard-headed when you're yeah, it's not. So it's like, don't be hard-headed when we telling you to move. You don't know what they're saying behind your back. You don't know what moves people trying to make. Now they're telling you to be very careful to not overshare with anything that you got going on. Whatever kind of like big changes that are taken into your life, you need to keep that to yourself. Because it's just like, you don't know where all these like mongers are talking about, where, you know, where people are just trying to, you know, manipulate and create disasters in your life. Because it's just like people are panicking. Like when we may feel like, I'm mad at the world, this is not fair, this is not that, but I'm allowing myself to go through it because I'm tired of dealing with it. But then you got some people out here like, this is hell. I need to go ahead and mess with people's life. Yeah. You have to be able to do that. You have to put yourself first, you know, because there's sometimes like, you know, like when I tell y'all, you can connect, you know, you can hit me up on the side if you don't, you know, when I tell you, hey, I already know, just hit me up on the side. But then if I tell you, hey, I got to get self-care and recharge, and if I tell you that and you keep hitting me up, I'm automatically block you just because you were not respecting those boundaries. And I say, I understand you got stuff going on, and I know that's a part of my purpose, but also a part of my purpose is making sure I'm my first priority, because I end up messing up your whole life. Where you think your life is messed up now, you know, your life really be messed up if I hit you up on one of those days where I'm just not correct. So, you know, dealing with all those different things, it's just like really been heavy for a lot of people. You're probably going through aches and pains, you know, chest congestion, ear ringing. I mean, that ear ringing has just been very heavy, because it's just like, you know, the spirit realm is all over the place, and they trying to help everybody. And it's just like people running around with a chicken with a head cut off, kind of like one of those situations. But it's just like going through, I would never burn this mess again. This mess is messing my throat up. But, you know, going through all these different things, you're going through, you know, all these healing circumstances. Yeah, it's like you already know boundaries is that you have to be solid with that. When you tell, like, a lot of times it's hard for us to tell anybody no. You'll say yeah, and then you don't do things when you're obligated to, you know, that, because that means you're not doing it because you feel like you need to return something, or you know that person needs that. It's like, okay, if the shoe was on the other foot, you think they're going to do it for you if they don't want to do it that time? 9 times out of 10, no, they're not going to do that. They're not going to allow them to stop whatever they got going on for you to do that. Now, if it's an emergency, I can see that. But, you know, you're going through all these different things, and you're going through, you know, spiritual and emotional change. You know, you're going through different things, and you're getting hit with burden after burden after burden. And this is where God is just getting like, I ain't raised no punks. That's basically what it feel like. I ain't raised no punks. I'm really about to put the full definition of warrior into you, you know, and allowing you to really see what you were made of. And a lot of times we're seeing what we're made of through the burdens that we constantly, you know, got to face. And that's what he's telling us. You know, you've been holding on to these things for too long. I had to put you through these tests. These tests is going to create strength within you. It's going to create a part of you that you didn't know that was there. Allow yourself to, you know, move through your strength, not through your mishaps, not through, you know, your triggers or your pain. Well, not actually through your triggers, because your triggers need to come up so you can see what areas in your life that needs to be, you know, healed, what needs to come into a complete alignment, so you don't have to deal with those things anymore. You know, I always talk about heal the enemy on the inside, because the outside enemy ain't going to be able to touch you. They're going to be seen. They're going to put you in front line sinker, you know, for them to see you, but they're not going to be able to attack you. So they're always wanting you to be able to allow yourself to see this, you know, appreciate your enemies as well as you appreciate the friends that, you know, that were there for you. You appreciate the people that loved you, but also appreciate the ones that stabbed you in your back, because they're showing you all these different things that had to take place. So if it comes up again, you know, because some people come in that with that same vibe, and some of them get very crafty with it. You got to be on top of that, you know, when, you know, allow yourself to know. If that's something telling you something ain't right, allow yourself to back away. You know, allow yourself to back away. Because I notice when I'm like stressed, a lot of my face swallow. It, like big time. Yeah. Because you're putting on, it's messing with your you know, with your, you know, you're starting to affect in your system. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, it's like Sometimes you can be, your feet swell. You got matter of fact, because they also say you're going to have circulation issues. So you got to be careful with that too. So it's just like so many different changes is going around, and you have to be able to understand. Like mine has just been getting hot and cold, like flu-like symptoms. But I know I'm not, got a cold or anything. But I know I'm going through huge changes at the same time. I'm getting so many, you're getting so many downloads and stuff like that, and you trying to understand like what's going on. So, it's just like you're gonna be okay, but it's just you have to be able to allow yourself to go through that change and let these things take place. And just because you got bigger things that you need to be able to do, and they feel like you're ready for that next level. I'm not talking about, whatever they got planned for you. God knows we don't. But it's just, they're showing you there's no reason for you to be holding yourself back anymore. These are those times to step up to the plate for you. Nobody can do you for you except you. Is that you think it could be, I'll check for it. Yeah, I mean, it's just like the fact, like if you go to the doctor and they can't find out anything, like you're okay, it's most likely your spiritual changes are taking place. Because like I said, there's different entities, there's parallel entities, and are all coming together. And it's like the way I see it, it's like you see, I get visions of you seeing all these empaths, and then you're seeing all these different ray of colors is coming in. So your auras and your, just your frequency is changing in big ways. That's why things is hitting you so hard, because it's like, they say, different level, different devils. So you're dealing with all those different things that's coming in, and they're wanting you to be able to pay attention to what's going on. Allowing yourself to, not let your fears take over, not, letting doubt or uncertainty taking over, and just let it go for it. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen anyway. But if it's something, you already know, if it's something that is going to affect you in a big way where it can really be detrimental, oh yeah, they're going to stop that real quick. But if it's something that needs to come into contact with you, it's something you need to learn. Y'all know it's just like I got like 10, 11 people in here. There's only 2 of y'all here. Usually I be telling them, get camp. Please don't sit here. That's some, that's some creeper type stalker stuff. Now I'm just like, okay, if y'all in here, I'm not paying attention to that number. I'm just going to talk to the people here, and just allow myself to do what it do. Yeah, it says Drago car anger, mention fear. Yeah, because you're going through all these different things. It's just like, you're going through changes and you're healing. There is no reason why you're going to be tiptoeing through the tulips, being happy through all that, because you know what you have faced. And then it's just the fact is you're dealing with that heavy energy that's been passed on from generation. And then you're still dealing from stuff from different parallel entities and past, different past time periods from different decades. So you're dealing with everything. It's like Angela Jolie on steroids. I'm not dealing with you. I'm scared still. Yeah, girl, I cannot. But yeah, you're going through all these different changes, and it's just like this is what you were made for. These are the things that you have to be able to go through, because change is taking place whether you want it to or not. It's making you go through it, because it's like if universe is gonna make you, hello Kate, thanks for stopping through. Yeah, it's just if you don't want them to make you do it, because if they make you do it, it's gonna be all hell. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's hard when you're scared. Yeah, I mean, it's not something, this is something new, but it's not new, because it's just like, I don't know. One of y'all right here, y'all been having deja vu moments anyway. So it's just like if it happens, it's like a moment. So it's like, why do I feel like this has happened before? Because it's just like somebody's going in a loop. It's like one of y'all been going in a loop. Like, I don't know if it's like a daydream and you keep seeing it, but the more you keep going on in that loop, there's something different that you're seeing. It's just like if you're in, like one of those big department stores like in New York or something, they had that rotating door, and there's something every time you stand in there. I remember we used to play and stuff like that, and it would be, and you'll always see something different you weren't seeing before in that second round. So they're just showing you little Easter eggs. It's like, even though you may hate going through that repetitive chapter, look at all the things you overlooked. You may have been facing this way and you didn't notice that there was somebody trying to get your attention and give you flowers right here. Or there could have been somebody here and they were showing you a for sale sign for something that you may have needed in your house. And it's just like, when we stay focused on one thing, there's so many different things that we're missing insight on. And it's like, yeah, get out of it. Yeah, it is. But it's just like, this is what you are for. If you're a warrior don't go on sissified missions. They're not going to give you something that a toddler can take care of. They're going to give you something that's just like us trying to sit up here and go through the situation with Godzilla, and we got everything that can bomb him like crazy. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to give you something that's really going to put a true meaning to what you truly are. And that's what they want you to be able to allow yourself to know. You are more than what you give yourself insight for. You got more power in yourself that you realize, and you're finding that out, through the things that you're going through, your hard times, your stress, your fallbacks, your setups, your setbacks, different things that people are trying to do to distract you, or different things people do try to hurt you. You're finding all these things up about you. Yes, there's going to be times you want to give up. Yes, there'll be times that you just don't want to live anymore. You're just hating everybody. There's so many different things that people have stopped in your life, and they were like, okay, are you going to use that as an excuse for you moving forward, or you going to use that as fuel to making sure you're going to catapult into that? Because it's not like proving yourself to nobody, because you can't satisfy everybody. There's going to be always somebody who's not going to understand you, not get you, and just plain don't like you. And it don't matter. It's all about how you feel about yourself. And this is where they're telling us we got to get in alignment for. You got to recognize your power so you can get into that frequency, because these is like that rock. It's like, for example, it's like a rafting trip. I don't get on stuff like that. No, I'm my adventures is not like that. But you're getting on those water rafting things, and it can be exciting, but it can also be scary. You got different currents that's hitting about. You hitting different rocks and stuff like that. Different people, with the weights going on. You're going down different things, especially if you haven't did it before. And it's very scary. But it's going to be some kind of adventure that you can say, I experienced this. Thank God I made it. On all those things. And they want you to be able to, you're living for your moment, and you got to be in the now. But they want you to, see this as an adventure, that this is something that, this created me to help me find me. This is a part of myself that I didn't know that was there. This is something that made me go down deep, and it found, you're finding the forgetting part of you. It's always been there, but you had to go through, the forgetting, they shut everything down within us, and you had to be able to find that through trauma, or, through a heartbreak, or through a loss of a loved one. These are the things that you had to find all that stuff through. And that's how you're growing and you're healing. And it's just like, when you get to that point, you're going to be like bionic man. Like, nobody's not going to be able to touch you. You're your own Marvel comic. Like, you're the whole Marvel comic with everything. And this is just like, they always make you go through the hardest situations. So if something comes at you, it's just like, am I supposed to be upset? Am I supposed to be mad? And different things like that. So it's helping you grow. And you're going through all these different things that's taking place, that you can really say, you know what, I appreciate what I went through. This is not something I want to do every day. But yeah, I feel like fighting. I feel like fighting. It's like most of the days, it's like I want to attack. And it's like, the way I be feeling sometimes, I think I am Godzilla. And it's just like seeing something like that, his eyes about as big as us anyway. So I'm like, oh my God, let me just die right now. I love watching movies like that, but it gives me a heart attack. But I love being scared like that. But yeah, you're going through all these different things. And it's just like, it just feels like, at times it can feel like an adventure, because you're finding out new things that you didn't know you had an interest of, or you're finding part of yourself that didn't even know it was there. You may be a person that hates science, but something made you study something that you wanted to know about yourself. You just picked up on, and next, you like, what is it? You like a biochemist or something like that. And that's creating something, a part of you that you didn't know was there. So it's just like right now you're getting a creative vibe. It may be something that you're used to doing. And it could be like you love to draw. You're very artistic, which I already know, Annie, you're very artistic. And then it's just like, next thing you know, somebody comes in, it's just like, hey, I got this job for you. You may have been, struggling financially, and this is something, you need something to really help you pick up. You got kids, things are coming, hard since the pandemic, and you're really losing supply of money, and there's things you got to do. And somebody comes in, it's like, hey, I want to offer you a job, and it pays like, $300-400 a week or something like that. Or, you getting paid, big time just for you to, do a couple of sketches for this upcoming comic book or something like that. And then you're just, and you never knew this would be something that you would gain an interest in. They say you learn 10 times. Yeah, because it's like right now, because it's like if you've been having headaches, I noticed that, like your average mind moves like this. But now it's like your empire, I say your empire mind, your empath mind that is catapult is going like about 10 million times faster. And it's like your human side is trying to catch up with this. That's the reason why you start getting these Virgo type vibrations, or your eyesight starting to change. You start having these headaches. You close your eyes, you can see through, your third eye. You're starting to get more visions now. Different things come into you. Like say, you have an interest with tarot cards or something like that, and you're trying to figure out what's going on. And next thing you know, they start showing you in your third eye, like the Fool card or the World card or the Ace of Pentacles or, the Seven of Wands or something like that. And you're automatically knowing what that information is telling you. So they're speaking in your language and they're like, oh, shoot, this is what's going on. And I know you just like, you can think of something and next thing you know, you may see it on TV or you may see it on social media. Yeah, it's like I would like that. And it's up. Yeah, down. Girl, don't make me laugh. I said my hair hurt. And you made me laugh when you weren't there when I said that. But yeah, it's pretty much what it is. It makes you feel like you're going crazy. But it's like a good therapeutic crazy. You had to go through this. This is where you had to be pushed to go through all that. And these are the things that is creating change with you. You may not even know that you had to go through. So these are the things that's taking place. Yeah, it's weirdly cool. Yeah, so you're finding out new things that that you really never knew that you had to have. And this is that, you're creating that space for yourself. So, but y'all, my head is like really cloudy right now. And it's just, I've been doing too much today. So I appreciate y'all stopping through because I said I was going to probably do it like 30-45 minutes, but I know my head is just like, ugh. So, but I do appreciate y'all coming in. Thank you, Cade, for stopping through. Annie, as well as Jennifer. Thank you so much for stopping through. And, I don't know if I'm going to do this tomorrow, but if I do, I'll put it up in the community section, let y'all know. But thank y'all for stopping through. Much love. Talk to y'all. Bye.